Good day, my dear students. Today we are showing a demo on volumetric analysis. Volumetric analysis means what? Here, taking the volumes of two liquids and knowing the volume of the one liquid, we will calculate the volume of the other liquid in the form of what? Molarity. Okay. So in the 11th class, we have done three types of experiments. One was volumetric, that is titration, and the other was qualitative, that is salt analysis. You are given one salt, and after going through several tests, at the end you will tell the name of the salt, which salt is known to you. Okay. For that you have to conduct some test and you have to observe. So after your conclusion, at the end you tell one positive ion is this one and the one ion is this one. So after the addition of the positive and the negative ion, you will tell at the end the name of the salt. Okay, that is called salt analysis. And one is what? One is content based experiment. That means what? Whatever we have learned in the class textbook, from the textbook. So one we have to do in the lab, that is called content based experiment. Okay, so this is what? Division of practicals for the 11th and 12th. Both are same. 12th is the what? Using the 11th class knowledge we will do in the 12th class. 11th is the base. 12th will carry out. Okay. So today what we are doing? We are doing volumetric analysis. That is titration. One liquid versus the other liquid. Okay. Right. But in the 11th class we have done titration. That titration was what category? It belongs to acid-base category. So we have done acid-base titration. But in the 12th class, titration method is same, procedure is same. But the category is what? In the 12th class, we are carrying out redox titration. It is the reaction between an oxidizing agent and the reducing agent. So for the OA, that is oxidizing agent, and RA, reducing agent, please use the knowledge of what? 11th class chapter known as redox reaction. Okay, right. So what I do? Today I will show how to carry out redox titration. This is burette. In the burette I have taken potassium permanganate, whose molarity is unknown. I have to calculate. Okay. So this is the pink color, purple color potassium permanganate in the burette, whose molarity, once again I am repeating, don't know, that I have to calculate using the formula. And in the chemical flask, I will take more salt. The role of more salt is reducing agent, and the role of the potassium permanganate is what? Oxidizing agent. So this is oxidizing agent versus the reducing agent. Therefore, this is called redox titration. And for every titration, to see the color change end point, we use one chemical known as what? Indicator. Indicator is a chemical which will indicate color change, so that we will come to know whether reaction has happened or not. In the 10th class we learned that how to know that reaction has happened, either by color change or by the heat or by the precipitate. So there are some methods. So from those methods we will come to know whether reaction has completed or not. So in the today's demo, how to know the reaction has completed? For this we have to use the indicator. Here we are not using any indicator because the color of the KMnO4 is very fantastic, very interesting color is there. It is an intense color is there. Therefore, this only will use as an indicator. So this is what? This is acts as a reactant as well as indicator. So potassium permanganate is called what? Self-indicator. So using the potassium permanganate as self-indicator, today I am showing the demo between KMnO4 and the Morse salt. Now what is the color change? This color is what? Purple color or the pink color you can say. Now when this will go and react with the Morse salt, so it is colorless. When the reaction happens, it is colorless. Now when the reaction completes, between the KMnO4 and the Morse salt, whatever extra drop remains here in the flask, okay, that is pink color remains. When the reaction happens, pink color or the purple color disappears. When the reaction completes, even extra drop at the microscopic level, at the molecular level, the color remains. Whose color? Potassium permanganate color remains. That means this pink or purple color remains. So appearance of the pink color or the purple color in the chemical flask is the indication that reaction completed. We have reached the end point. That time you have to note down how much KMnO4 consumed to react to the Mohr salt. That is the theory part. Okay. Now I will start the actual practical part of the today's demo. Right? Okay. So this is chemical flask. Now I have to take exactly 10 ml. I have to fix volume. I have to fix here. Okay. So I have to fix the volume. Therefore, so this is standard flask. Mohr salt whose molarity is known. Now I am taking exactly 10 ml of Mohr's salt. Okay. And whose molarity is known. So today I have prepared 0.1 m Mohr salt. Okay. I am avoiding the weight part. It will take a lot of time. Therefore, even in the exam also weight part is avoided. So directly you are given 0.1 or whichever is that day what you prepare. So today I have prepared 0.1 m Mohr salt. That I am taking exactly 10 ml using the pipette. So this pipette will give exactly 10 ml. So you know how to take the 10 ml exactly in the 11th class. So please see, you have to suck the exactly 10 ml. Where mark is there you have to, up to that you have to take exactly. Yeah, this is exactly 10 ml I have taken. Now I am transferring to the conical flask. Okay, 10 ml I am transferring to. This is Mohr salt, reducing agent. If few drops left at the bottom of the pipette, don't blow. Okay, so just tap the bottom. Just tap the bottom. So whatever few drops are there, that also will come in the conical flask. Okay, right now I am placing just below the burette. Here burette contains what? KMnO4. Volume will calculate, molarity I don't know. Okay, and once again repeating. This is done without using an indicator because KMnO4 is the self-indicator. Our first work is what? We should know the pilot reading. What is pilot reading? Pilot reading will give you the direction. Okay, it will give you the direction. So, in the 11th class we learned how to take the pilot reading. So, for the pilot reading, we have to leave KMnO4 1 ml by 1 ml. Okay, so that will come to know the range. Once you come to know the range, then second time we will go to directly that time only, so that every drop counts. So for a particular drop, end point comes. Okay, right. Sir. Okay, this reaction is best carried out in the acidic medium. This is called acid catalyzed redox reaction. Therefore, I am adding half a test tube of acid. You know the role of catalyst. Okay. Role of catalyst is to increase the rate of reaction. It will not participate. Even a little ml goes extra, nothing will happen. Okay. So the role of catalyst is what? Only to increase the rate of reaction, not the participation. So after adding catalyst, please shake well. So shake well, then place below the burette. Now I am going for the pilot reading. 1 ml by 1 ml. So our eye should be where? I should be on the burette. Exactly 1 ml I have to add. So now I am adding 1 ml first. Yeah, 1 ml. Okay, shake. Color disappears. Now second ml. Color disappears. Now I am adding third ml. Third ml. Now fourth ml. For fourth ml, no color change. Still reaction is happening. Okay. So now fifth ml. Fifth ml. So no color change. Now I am adding sixth ml. Oh, there is a color change indicating reaction completed. You have to shake for about a few minutes so that this color should not disappear. Even after shaking for about 1 minute, color should remain. That is called indication reaction is completed. Okay. Now I have shaken. Now, so color appeared. What is the reading here? Reading is I have added 6 ml. For 5 ml, there was no change in the color. But for the 6th ml, color change is there. That means our exact reading is in between 5 to 6. So this 5 to 6 is called what? Pilot reading. Okay. Now what I do in the next experiment or next what? I will take again 10 ml. Now up to 5 ml I will straight away leave because I know up to 5 ml there is no reaction. After 5 ml I will go for drop wise. Every drop counts. Okay. So timing, please wait. Okay, right. Okay, boys. We have done in the first part pilot reading. Now we are going for the exact reading. Okay. So for that again I have to take exactly 10 ml of Mohs salt. Same procedure. Same procedure. Exactly 10 ml. Now I am referring to the conical flask. Conical flask. Last few drops. Tap the bottom. Okay. Yeah. Now ready for this is acid catalyzed. Therefore, half a test tube acid. I am adding sulfuric acid. Okay. This is not only acts as a catalyst, this also favors the formation of water molecules. Okay. That's why I am using this externally. Otherwise, HNO3 problem with the oxidizing agent, SCl, other problems are there. We will discuss in the theory part. Okay. So why I am using H2SO4? It is very friendly. Catalyst favors the formation of water molecule. So I am adding sulfuric acid. Okay. After the addition, shake well. After every chemical addition, you have to shake well. That is the procedure we follow in chemistry, not only in chemistry, even in life also. Okay, whether you add sugar, you have to shake well to the milk or water. Right? Okay. Now I am ready for the titration. Okay, right. Now I have to note down the reading. My initial reading is on 6 ml. Okay, from 6 ml I am starting. What was my pilot reading? My pilot reading was 5 to 6 ml. Up to 5 ml, no color change. Okay, so I am reading up to 5 ml straight away. So I have the 6, that means up to 11 ml I am adding directly. Okay, right, please see. So up to 11 ml straight away I am reading. Yeah, straight away up to 11. Let us see. No color change. I know. Because color reading has given the indication. Right? Okay. Now, exact reading is between 5 to 6 here. Therefore, now I should not see here. I should not see here. Why? Because at what end point is there, I don't know exactly. Which drop will give you the end point. Okay. So, every drop counts here. So, now I am going for drop-wise titration. So for this I have to see here only, not there. For the pilot reading, there. For the real reading, here. Okay. So 1 drop, only 1 drop. Shaker. Now next drop. Now shake, no. Fourth, next drop, next drop. At a particular moment, at a particular, now one drop, dropwise. You have to be very careful. These are called precautions. Even whenever you start the experiment, you have to wash all your apparatus. Okay. Then you have to rinse the burette. You have to rinse the pipette with a suitable reagent. So all those precautions you have to do. Chemicals are friendly when you know the property. Without knowing property, if you cannot know, they may damage us. Therefore, precaution is a must in chemistry laboratory. Now again, still is not over, so I have to be very patient. Patience is very important here in chemistry. You have to wait for hours together for the reaction to happen. Yeah. No. 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 See it. Now I have to shake. Yes, like this also I have to shake. There is a method, don't shake vertically. Like this, clockwise, anti-clockwise, okay, or on the soft surface, but still it is light pink is there. For the real reading, the best light pink is the correct reading. So this is a light pink color, indicates reaction over. Right? Now I have to note down the reading. It is 11.7. Okay, between 5 to 6, you know. So it is 11.7. So I will note down 11.7. So 11.7 is the reading. Okay, this much ml of KMnO4 consumed to react with the 10 ml of 0.1 more salt. Okay, so now please keep in mind 11.7 is the reading. Okay, right. Now we will do what? Calculation part. Okay, please wait for the calculation part. Okay, students. After conducting experiment, after knowing how much volume of KMnO4 was required to oxidize the reducing agent more salt, practically we have done it. So after noting this, all you have to note down in the notebook. Okay. So what is there in the burette? What is there in the pipette? What is the color change? Which indicator we have used? Okay. And the chemical equation you have to write down. Okay. This is the chemical equation between an oxidizing agent and the reducing agent in the presence of water, acid, catalyst to give the products here. Then you should go for the tabular column. There on the top you should write what is our pilot reading. Today's pilot reading was 5 to 6 ml. Okay. So after writing the pilot reading, then the main reading you have to write down. How much ml of KMnO4 consumed? Okay. That is the real reading. Okay. So in the usual practical last time what you have done, you have taken the 3 readings. Okay. So from the exam point of view and from the practical skill point of view, you should get all the 3 readings same, because when the reactant is same, chemicals are same, apparatus is same. Only thing is in adding you have to be very careful. Okay. So all the 3 readings should be same only. If not, keeping in the mind practical errors, some normal human errors, out of the 2 you should get at the same reading. Even that also in the examination we will take care. If you get all the 3 readings different, but those 3 readings should differ by only 1 ml, 0.1 ml. Okay. So 0.1 ml. That is the allowed in the examination. Okay. Either all 3 same or out of 3, 2 same. If all 3 differs, they should differ by 0.1. So this is the evaluation part of the examination, right? Okay. Right. Now I will start the calculation part of this one. Okay, this is KMnO4 versus more salt, OA versus RA. Now I have done 0.1 m of what? More salt. For this, how I have done using the 11th class knowledge. Molar mass of more salt is 392 gram. If I dissolve 392 gram of more salt in 1 liter of its solution, that gives 1 m. This is the definition of the molarity. Okay, but I have done 0.1 m. So for this I have to take what? 39.2 gram, because point is shifted here in the same way. So 39.2 gram of more salt in 1 liter or 1000 ml will give you 0.1 m. But every time giving 1000 ml to you is very difficult for table. Therefore I have made for 100 ml, because we have 100 ml capacity standard flask. So in 1 ml how much have dissolved? So by 10, again by 10 here, so it is 3.92 gram you have dissolved in 100 ml of its solution. That will give you the 0.1. This is only I have done today. This part I have avoided. Okay, so take 3.92 gram in 100 ml of its solution. That will give you the 0.1 m Mohs salt. Okay, this is the chemical equation. This is called classical method. You can go for the formula method also using the 11th class knowledge. How to calculate molarity, number of moles by volume in the liter. So both are allowed. Okay, right. Now calculation part using the m1 v1 by n1 equal to m2 v2 by n2. This part you keep it for KMnO4 and this part you keep it for the more salt. You can exchange also. You can take this also for KMnO4. So it is left to you. First you fix it. Okay. So I have taken this is the for KMnO4 and for this is for more salt. Okay. What is m1? Molarity of KMnO4. Volume of KMnO4. Stoichiometric coefficient of KMnO4. Molarity of more salt. Volume of more salt. Stoichiometric coefficient of more salt. Okay. All these now here. M1 molarity of KMnO4. How much? I don't know. That I have to calculate. Okay. As it is. Volume of KMnO4. This is called direct reading. How much? So my starting point was what? 6 ml. I added the 11.7. Difference is final mass initial equal to 5.7 is the this much ml I have added. Okay, to the flask. See, our pilot reading was 5 to 6 ml. Okay, that means real reading is lies between the 5 to 6. What is the real reading? It is 5.7. Okay, so 5.7 is the V1. Now N1 number of moles in the balanced chemical equation. This is the balanced chemical equation. How many moles of KMnO4? It is 2 moles. So I have taken 2 here. Right? Now this is what? M2. M2 is the molarity of more salt. That I know I have calculated using the molarity formula. So it is 0.1. Now volume of the more salt. How much I have taken using pipette? Exactly 10 ml. 10 ml. So by how many moles of what more salt is taking part? 10 moles. Okay. So 10 here. So calculate M1 by cross multiplication. That will give you 2 by 5.7 equal to, after the simplification, molarity of more salt is equal, molarity of the what? KMnO4 is equal to 0.877 m. This is the molarity. So using the molarity knowledge, how much what? KMnO4 I have dissolved to know that is what? What is the grams per liter? It is a molarity into molar mass of KMnO4. So molarity already I know. Molar mass from the table, okay, 158. So multiply, that is what? 139.04 gram. That means I have dissolved 139.04 gram of KMnO4 in 1 liter of its solution to make it standard solution. And this is what? This much I have dissolved. So that molarity becomes what? 0.877. So in this way, using the titration, we will calculate the molarity as well as what? How much I have dissolved. This reading is known to only the examiner. Okay, he is knowing. So what you do? He will check your reading with his reading. Okay. So if both are same, full marks. Okay. So examiner will be having already the what reading. So you want to check how much is your skill and your calculation part. So maybe 139.0306 that is allowed. But 137, 135 or 142. This is not the correct reading. Okay, this is not the correct answer. So minor variations, practical errors are there, but not too much difference. Okay, so try to get the exact answer. Whatever he is having, for this you want to do correctly the practical. So correctly you have to take 10 ml, you have to add the acid, then go for titration. So skillfully you have to add drop. Not a single drop should waste. Washing also correct. So all the practical precautions, if you take correct, exactly you will get it, because practical is a correct reading. So 139.04 you will get it. Okay. So in this way you will calculate how much water gram you have dissolved by the knowledge of water, titration or the volumetric analysis. So thank you, my dear students, for understanding to some extent how to carry out the titration. So please go through once again the video. Maybe in one look you may not understand, but you are all 12th class wise. Already 11th class knowledge is there. So using the previous knowledge of 11th class and today's demo, I think the titration is very clear. So in our next practical demo, we will go for one salt, how the salt is analyzed. Okay. Have a nice time. Thank you and all.